Hello, Senorita. Joyled's dipping back here for a Mexican dip review. Yes, I said Mexican dip review, and I'm extremely excited because I have some news for you that no one knows yet. Well, they probably know, but they haven't said yet. It was announced that Skoal was to bring out 10 new flavors this year, okay? I know they brought out the 2 snoozes and the 4 extras, but they have announced that next month, June 3rd, they are bringing out Skoal Mexican Spice flavored. And I'm excited about it, and I'm definitely getting it and reviewing it. But the only bad news is they're not really coming out with a Mexican spice flavor. I'm sorry, I get bored sometimes. No, but really, I don't know. I like to be random, I guess, right? Adds a little fun to the video and some letdowns as well. Not for me, but for you. And I get to laugh at the reaction. But anyways, this is a dip that I bought a little while ago, and I renewed it, but I really didn't dip it because it's pretty shitty, to be honest. What we're going to be dipping today is the Longhorn Wintergreen. Give you the tin look, the look of the tin here. Now, you're going to notice that no 30% here of warning because it was old as hell, like I said, and I used my Renew to renew it. And it's been sitting around for a few days because I just don't like it. And I had Grizzly Wintergreen, and I'm finishing off my Cope Snuff right now. So this has just been kind of kicked to the curb. So. As for the Longhorn Straight, which you saw in my review, which I thought it was completely horrendous, I tried to sell that tin to my friends. I asked a bunch of my friends, and of course, none of them wanted it. What a surprise. So this is the fate of what I have to do with my Longhorn Straight. Don't look me off, sir. I didn't do anything. But really, I had no option. I can't stand that stuff. But we're gonna dip the Longhorn Wintergreen today. Alright? So, you crack it. It's kind of like the Straight. It's actually a little hard to crack even though it's plastic on plastic. I think the paper's a little bit thicker on this. So, you know, once you have your nail in, you're good. But you just to puncture it, it might be a little difficult, but you'll be fine. Now, the tin design, you saw me say on the Straight review that I thought it looked very boring. Then I have the empty can here. Nothing in there besides a few crumbs. You thought, yeah, I see. Hey, look, it's Christmas colors. Red and green, wow. Is that supposed to tell us something? And the blue one, the mint is the snow. I don't know, maybe. But anyways, I said that this one looked boring. I don't think the green looks as boring. I don't know. So I think it's just the red with the way the background is. It just looks plain boring. I mean, this is still boring, but it's not as boring as the red one is. But I still don't care too much for the, you know, the can. Like the Straight, no expiration date. This does have a code on the back. And I found out that the code on Grizzly and Kodiak and Hawken, even though it just looks like some kind of weird factory code, it actually does tell you when the dip was made. And I figured out that my Grizz, right, that I reviewed the last video, which is long gone now, was made in March. So, that's that. But these codes are different, so I have no clue. It says DO67A11508, so I don't know. Now, the scent of it here. The scent is very... You can get a little hint of the Longhorn Straight in there, but not too bad. I mean, I can smell it a tiny bit, but it's nothing serious. It's not going to make me gag on it like I fucking did the Longhorn Straight. A very, very faint wintergreen scent, but it's not a good wintergreen scent. It's like a very faint, artificial wintergreen scent, like Grizzly. Even though Grizzly tastes good, it has that scent that you can just tell it smells artificial. But if you ask me, it's more about the flavor. So let's get to our opinion on that, shall we? Well, my opinion. Yours doesn't matter. No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I know that was mean. But really. Okay. So you can see we have a little more than half. Like I said, I just don't care for this stuff. But let's pack it. Yeah, see, when you go to grab a pinch, it packs pretty shitty. You grab it, you think you're going to grab a nice big pinch, and then you get half of what you grabbed. And a lot of times, if you let it stay in your fingers too long, it'll just fall right down. So, probably put one more in there for this time. Round 2. Yeah, see, this stuff doesn't pinch very well. One thing about the can is, you know, with Skull you get the nice click. With the cardboard Coke cans, you get that airtight kind of feeling, But you get that nice click with Grizzly, all the metal and plastic, or even plastic on plastic cans. With this one, be careful. Make sure you close it tightly because it doesn't make much of a click. It makes a very faint click. You already wasted enough money by buying this stuff, so don't waste more by letting it dry out. And then having to waste money on Churanu, even though it works. The flavor of this is tolerable. Like, I'm not, gagging and stuff like I was over the straight. It's not like that. But the taste is still very bad. Not like a really gross taste, it's just a very not good taste. You can barely taste the wintergreen in there. You can barely taste it. And I know that's not because I used Churanu, because I used Churanu on the Timberwolf Mint, it was nice and minty. I used it on the straight and it tastes the same as a fresh can. So it's just the way this is. It has a very weird taste to it. It's like no other taste from a wintergreen that I've ever had. But not in a good way. It's not unique in a good way. It's unique in a terrible way. You can just barely taste any wintergreen, And it's just such a faint flavor. And the wintergreen you do get, it's pretty artificial for tasting. It's like, but it's so faint that, but it's so artificial that I could almost literally forget it's in my lip. That's how little flavor you get out of it. So it's a tolerable yet terrible flavor. Now you compare it to Grizzly, where you get the nice bold taste, or Grizzly or Kodiak, where you get the nice bold taste, and it's nothing compared to it. Compare it to Copenhagen, my favorite wintergreen, which is a nice sweet wintergreen taste, but not too sweet. It's nothing compared to anything. Sucks. Packability's not too good. When you actually pack the tin here, you do get a pretty decent straight line, but when you go to grab a pinch, it doesn't stay together well. See, like a lot of it fell there, and a lot of floaters and stuff. So it's relatively hard to grab a pinch. I'd say it's a little bit less than a mid-cut, because you just can't grab a pinch of it right. I mean, I can grab mid-cut, I can pack Cope Snuff, yet I have trouble packing this. So I don't know what the hell the deal is. Once it's in the lip, it's okay. You do get quite a few floaters, but not a terrible amount, I guess. But it's alright. No nicotine buzz. None. I really don't get that anymore, so. Next one. No burn out of it whatsoever. Usually I at least get a slight burn out of dip, but nothing from this, nothing at all. So, it has a better amount of spit than the straight, but it's still pretty dry. And the Churanu made like the Timberwolf and stuff. Other dips I've experimented with it on made them nice and juicy, just like it was right out of the factory. But this stuff's just naturally not that juicy. You get a little spit out of it, more than the straight, but not much at all. It doesn't last too long. You get a nice fresh can of Coke, or whatever, and it lasts a nice 45 minutes to an hour. This stuff lasts like max 25 minutes. It doesn't last that long. So, Now on to the rating. No, we're not going to do the rating yet. We have to do shoutouts. All 1 million of them, like I have every single video. How could you forget that? I'm ashamed of you. No, but really, shoutouts. I have 2 new subscribers, who are the Magic Maker 74 and CNash X. Thanks for the subscriptions. CNash X, I've seen his videos. He makes pretty good videos. They're nice, mellow. No music. He just gets right to the point. He has pretty good videos. Check him out. And I honestly do not know who the other person I said his name was. I forget it already because I just read it right off the computer. But thank you for subscribing. Now up to 46. I'm getting there. Now my regular shoutouts. Cajun Tiger 616. He's one of my good friends on here. Shout out to him. Do My Dash. Sig Boy OK, another friend. B Van Sittert 56. I talk to him on Facebook a lot. 5555 Bomber. Country Boy Andy. One Bought a Tort Dipper. And Ninja Dipper. And those are my regular shoutouts. Check them out. Like you're actually going to take the time to check every one of them. Probably know most of them anyways. Now it's on to the rating. So yeah, I don't care for the stuff. You know, packability's not good, flavor's not good, spit's not good, no nicotine. It's pretty weak dip. It's not as bad as a straight, but it's still not that good. I really wouldn't waste your money on it unless you're like, you know, like me and you want to collect every single dip out there. So what am I going to give this dip? I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's pretty bad, but it's tolerable. So, yeah, that's that. More reviews coming soon. Take care.